So today we are going to discuss the remaining uh, topics. So yesterday we have finished the request for quotation. Now we are going to discuss purchase order. So this is our purchase order. So suppose if we are doing direct procurement, indirect procurement, or special procurement. So in every type of procurement we do purchase requisitions. Means we create. We create purchase requisition. We use request for quotation and then PO. So this is the part. Okay, now we are here and we will understand what is PO. So a purchase order in SAP material management is a formal request to procure goods, okay, or services from a vendor under specified condition. Purchase of PO ensure accurate documentation of procurements, control purchasing activities, and track delivery and payment. So that is the reason we create purchase order. A purchase order in SAP MM is a formal request to procure goods and service from a vendor under specified condition. What are the different type of purchase order we create into the system? So we create a standard purchase order. For that we took document type as a NB for regular goods and service, means for procuring goods and service. Subcontracting purchase order, so for that we take account assignment as a L, and for procuring or processing material at vendor location, means in this case vendor will do some activity on the raw material assembly, and once he will finish or made a finished product, he will return to customer. Consignment purchase order, so the account assignment will be K, and for goods stored at your premises but owned by the vendor, that is the consignment. And stock transfer, so for this is a document type as a UB for transferring stock between company location, from one plant to another plant, from one company code to another company code, like that. And the fifth one is a purchase order for procuring external services. So the service account assignment will be F. Apart from this, we have pipeline procurement. For pipeline procurement we use different kind of document type or purchase order type. What is the purchase order life cycle? So purchase requisitions creation, purchase order creation, goods receipt, invoice verification. Sometimes this will be asked by interviewer. What do you mean by purchase order? What are the different type of what are the different type of purchase order we create into the SAP system, and what are the life cycle for the purchase order? So purchase requisition, this we create only for internal request or for goods and services. Purchase order creation, document sent to vendor, goods receipt, recording delivery of goods, invoice verification, confirming and paying the vendor. After that, what are the process to create the purchase order? So this is the T code which we use to create the purchase order, and how we do, we will discuss it in the practical sessions. So we we use T code ME21, then we enter purchase we enter vendor. After that we go for the input of material. If we are procuring material, then we will input as a material. If we are procuring service, then we will enter as a service number. Specifying quantity, delivery date and location, confirming the price and payment terms, and save, and then system will generate the purchase order number as per the purchase order number ranges. What are the different key fields in SAP material management purchase order? So we have header, item label, conditions and delivery terms. Under the header we give input as a PO number, vendor, purchase organization. At the item level we have material, quantity, price, delivery date. At the condition level we have text, discount, freight charges, and the delivery terms is a plant, storage location and delivery instruction. And this is the purchase order work approval. Okay, purchase order approval for workflow. Suppose if you are creating or initiating the purchase order, you use this T code. After releasing the purchase order, means get approval on the purchase order, we use T code ME20N. And after that, once we receive the goods, we do goods received by using T code MIGO, and when invoice verification we do MIRO, means we use T code MIRO. Okay, And then these are some important T codes for related to purchase order, and these are the management, I mean these are the advantages for purchase order. So what we can do, we can get automation, it provide transparency, we can cost control, it helps for compliances. So these are the benefits, or I can say advantages of the purchase order. And what are the challenges we face? So that is, I mean, so challenges in the sense data accuracy and validation issue. So if we are not using purchase order, or if we are not using SAP ERP system, so we can get this kind of challenge. Managing complex approval process, handling vendor communication. So if we use purchase order, we can overcome from these kind of challenges. Okay, and this is the conclusion. So PO is a critical document in procurement process. SAP streamline purchase order creation and tracking, proper management ensure cost controlling and vendor compliance, and we can build a good relation between the vendor. So this is the just about the PO. Okay, if we are using, I mean, we are in the sense, it is totally depends on the our business. If we are performing, or going to create a purchase related documents, whether we are going for a direct procurement, indirect procurement and special procurement, we are going to create purchase order, and every cases we have the same T code, but the document type will be only changed. Okay, only document type will help us to understand exactly what is the difference between these different document or different procurement type. Okay, now the next is the goods receipt. So what is the goods receipt? So goods receipt in material management is the process of receiving goods into a company inventory. It is an essential steps in procure to pay cycle and update stock level, accounting entries and material movement. Okay, it is a essential steps in a procure to pay cycle and update the stock level. Means अगर हम goods receipt करते हैं, so we can update the stock. Previously, suppose you have a 5 quantity in your stock for any of the material, but once you will do goods receipt, your stock will be increased in the number of the quantity. Okay, that is the reason they have mentioned here, update the stock level, accounting entries and material movement. So basically material movement will decide how you are getting the material, means how you are doing the goods receipt. So for that reason we have different kind of material movements. I will explain those things also. First understand goods receipt in SAP material management. So if we are performing goods receipt for purchase order, we have movement type as a 101. Please try to remember this. This will be the important. Interviewer will ask you this question: what are the movement type if you are doing goods receipt for purchase order? The movement type will be 101. And what is the reversible? Reversible means suppose आपने कुछ गुड्स का GR किया एंड सडनली आप क्या कर रहे हो, उसको रिवर्स लेना चाह रहे हैं. तो ये आप हमेशा याद रख लेना. मैं आपको बता दूं कि मूवमेंट टाइप PO के लिए जो होता है, वो PO के लिए जो होता है वो 101 होता है. अगर इसको रिवर्स लोगे ना, आई मीन कि यू कैन से कि रिवर्स ले रहे हो, तो इसका 102 हो जाएगा. ठीक है, ये बात हमेशा आप याद रखना. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट बिकॉज ऑलवेज वी डू गुड्स रिसीव्ड विद द रेफरेंस ऑफ परचेज ऑर्डर. इन दिस केस द मूवमेंट टाइप विल बी, आई कैन से द मूवमेंट टाइप विल बी 101. In the same way we have different kind of means we do different kind of activity. For every different kind of activity we have different kind of goods movement. अगर आप गुड्स इशू करते हो, सो गुड्स इशू के केस में 261 है विथ रेफरेंस टू 261 विथ रेफरेंस टू मेंटेनेंस ऑर्डर, और इसका रिवर्सिबल हो जाएगा 262. अगर आप कॉस्ट सेंटर पे गुड्स इशू कर रहे हो, गुड्स इशू एट कॉस्ट सेंटर, सो ये होगा आपका 201 और इसका रिवर्सिबल होगा 202. सो दीज आर द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, दीज आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ये और वर्क ऑर्डर, ओके, ये चीज़ें आपको याद रखना है. उसके बाद वाई वी यूज इट, So use when material are received from vendor based on a purchase order. Update stock quantity and valuation in inventory. Can receive into different stock type like unrestricted, quality inspection stock or block stock. So we have three different kind of stock type. Unrestricted means available for immediate use. Quantity inspection means it will require quality check just before use. Okay, means this will be performed by the quality management team. And block stock means can't be used until it's clear. So these are the concept. How we can do goods receipt? So to do goods receipt, we use T code MIGO. After that we go for the different document types. Okay, so there you can check different kind of checkbox like a, okay, under the checkbox we have different options for different purpose. So in case if we are doing goods receipt, we will select goods receipt. After that we will select the purchase order, then we will enter the purchase order, click on the execute. After that all those detail will come under as under in the sense goods receipt screen, and all those detail will come from the purchase order. Okay, and then we will check and we will check and post. If we are going for a goods receipt for production of order, the movement type will be 101 in the same way. If we are going for a goods GR for stock transfer, movement type, so to plant there will be 301, 351, and that will be the storage location, that will be 311 and 315. Okay, in the same way, if we are returning goods to vendor, it will be 122. If we are performing goods received from vendor, return to vendor, so this is the options. So let me try to open the SAP. अनुज, आवाज आ रही है ना रोहित?
हाँ सर।
Let's see whether this is working or not, because this server is totally slow, so I'm not sure whether it will work or not, but I'm just trying to make you understand with the, I can say SAP related things. After that, here we have different T codes for goods received. So basically MISGO is a, I can say, common one. Okay, after that we have some these different T codes like MB1C, MB51, MB52, MIRO, MMBE. These are different T codes for goods received and to check the goods at the storage location level or plant level. I think this is not working. This is quite slow. So I'm just closing this. Okay. Oh. Let me once again check it.
तुरंत खा के आएगी.
Okay, so I am going to log in into the system. Okay, so I will just use T code MIGO and press enter, and this is the initial screen. Okay, this is the initial screen, and here we have different kind of option like a goods issue, goods received, if you are doing cancellation, if you are trying to change, if you are trying to display, place in storage, release GR block stock, remove from storage, return delivery, subsequent adjustment, subsequent delivery, and transfer posting. And here we have different kind of document types like a material documents, purchase order, work order, others, purchase order and reservations. And here you can see goods issue for cost center. If you will here come and just you will check, you will get different kind of movement types, and basically this is comes under the inventory management. And you have to remember, okay, what are the different kind of movement types we use in to SAP system, like a 101, and this is the reversible. Okay, in the same way we have different kind of T codes, movement types. Here 261 consumption, I can say, let me scroll it down, it is bit slow, difficult for me. So 261 consumption for order from the warehouse, this will be the reversible. Consumption for order from the warehouse, reversible. In the same way there, here we can get lot of different movement types. Okay, goods receipt status and reversible. So this is the same thing. If you mistakenly post a GR and you want to reverse it, so you can use the same T code and just you can go for the goods issue cancellation, and then you just enter the material document and just click on the check and post. So these are the options. I will explain everything. Alternatively we can use this T code to doing some cancellation. Okay, this is the important T codes, please try to remember. And this is the integration part. If we are doing goods receipt, so here you can get how many modules are integrated with SAP material management in case of the integration. Okay, so in case if we are doing goods receipt, we are by this process system is updating the general ledger for
सर्वर किसको है
क्या
आवाज वीडियो दोनों गायब हो गए
आ जाएगा, नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम. ओके, समटाइम थोड़ा ना 32 मिनट 22 मिनट के बाद ये थोड़ा वो डिस्ट्रैक्ट हो जाता है. आई मीन लिटिल बिट इसमें कुछ चेंजेस आ जाते हैं. I hope you can see or hello.
Yes sir.
Okay, so this is the integration of finance and controlling. So in case if you are doing if you are doing goods receipt, you are updating the system by system you are updating the general ledger for general ledger account. If you are doing goods receipt, cost center and internal order will be getting impacted. And after that production planning, so use for finished goods receipt, that will be integration. In the same way affect available stock for the sales order. So these are the integration part. Means integration is if you are going to perform any of the transaction, in those transaction you are getting I can say you are getting connected with different module. So this is the reason your module is integrated with other module. Okay, and आपको ये चीज़ें पता होना चाहिए, आपको ये चीज़ पता होना चाहिए कि क्या इंटीग्रेशन का मतलब बार बार मैं बोल रहा हूँ. वेन एवर यू विल परफॉर्म एनी ऑफ द ट्रांजेक्शन, सम ऑफ means at some of point your you can say your module will be integrated with other module. But वो होता क्या है, you have to remember. Okay, you have to remember. So आपको ये पता होना चाहिए. So what is the conclusion? So goods received in material management is a crucial process in inventory and procurement management. It ensures accurate stock update, financial posting and compliance with procurement workflow. Different movement type allow for various goods receipt scenario, including receipts from vendor, production and stock transfer. Okay, so this is the just all about the I can say goods receipt. Okay, now moving for the invoice verification. So here we have just finished the goods receipt. In every process we do goods receipt. Okay, in every process we do goods receipt. But in case of only service, we will go for the service entry receipt. So service entry receipt is a different part. I will just explain, like what are the T codes we use. So to do the service interest part, we use T code ML81N, ML81N, and just press enter. No, it's not working. Okay, so here you can see this is the service interest against the purchase order, and these transactions are very simple, easily you can do. But here you have to understand exactly what we do. So suppose this is the purchase order, and for this line, this is the line item. If I will just click on this, or I will click on this, I will get all details for the service order, or means service purchase order. Document for CG, this is the service order type, this is the service number, repairing and maintenance and repairing task. Balaji is the supplier who is providing the services. Okay, and all those information have been mentioned here at the header level or the item level. So here you can see the short text. The account assignment is a K, and I for item categories is showing as a D, and the short text is a electrical repair. Here we are not using any of the material detail. Okay, and this is the all detail for the quantity, prices, material group, plant, storage location, and some of remaining details for the service level. So this is the service number for this kind of repairing services. Okay, this is the very simple part. Don't take much work, stress on it. After that, the fourth step is the invoice verification. How we do invoice verification and what are the different things. So invoice verification in SAP MM is the final step in the P2P cycle or procure to P process, where vendor invoice are matched against the purchase order and goods received before the payment. Means both process we do. Means just before the invoice processing, or we do invoice verification against the purchase order and goods received. Okay, but how we do, we have to understand. It ensures that only accurate and authorized invoice are processed for the payment. Okay, and these are the key functions. Means what are the meaning for that? Like इसका ये मतलब होता है कि जो एक्यूरेट पीओ है, जो परचेज ऑर्डर आपने किया है, ओनली फॉर दोज क्वांटिटी, ओनली फॉर दोज प्राइसेस, आपको ऑथराइज इनवाइस को ही प्रोसेस करना है फॉर द पेमेंट प्रोसेस. ऐसा नहीं कि जस्ट यू आर इन रेगुलर प्रैक्टिस आप कुछ भी करो, नहीं. ओके, what are the key function of invoice verification? So verify vendor invoice against PO and GR, means goods received, and PO, because PO have been made by yourself, I means you have made this, and after that once you will receive the goods, you will do goods received. Detect the price and quantity discrepancy. Okay, post the invoice to FI, financial accounting. For payment processing, update the PO history in SAP and support credit memo, debit memo and invoice cancellation. ओके, ये सारी चीज़ें आप नहीं करोगे. इनवाइस वेरिफिकेशन में ये सारी चीज़ें होती हैं और यू डू. ओके, बट ये प्रैक्टिकली आपको फील होगा कि ऐसा नहीं कि हर चीज़ आप करोगे ही करोगे, ये चीज़ें हो जाती हैं. ओके, how we can do invoice verification in SAP MM. So let me show you in SAP system. So for invoice verification, we have different T codes like MIRO, and just press enter. System will ask you the company code. So in my cases, my company code is 1710. That is the best practice. And just I will click on the continue. Okay, here you can see this is the transaction where we have selected invoice. This is the invoice date. Here we are going to put amount. This is the reference number. We can select as a, or we can take bill number, invoice number. Okay, after that calculate the tax amount. What are the tax amount included in this invoice? After that, how we are picking all those details? So this is the reference detail. This is the reference detail, and we do invoice verification with reference to purchase order or service entry sheet. Apart from this, we have different options like service entry sheet, lean services, and purchase order. But most of time we do purchase order, schedule agreement, service entry sheet, and service entry sheet lean services. Okay, this will be basically most of
आवाज
time.
नहीं आ रही सर.
Okay, okay. Hello.
हाँ अभी क्लियर है.
ठीक है. So most of time we have reference, PO reference means इस invoice का जो reference होता है, जो all those detail will come here or all those information we fill here or give as input, so we can take from the different document type. हम purchase order के reference में कर सकते हैं, service entry sheet के reference में कर सकते हैं, and service entry sheet lean service के कर सकते हैं. तो ये this is the way to do the invoice वेरिफिकेशन. आफ्टर दैट हम क्या करते हैं, ये होल्ड करके छोड़ देते हैं. जैसे आप होल्ड करोगे ना, सिस्टम विल जनरेट वन डॉक्यूमेंट नंबर, एंड जब वही सेम डॉक्यूमेंट नंबर इफ यू विल गिव देम, दे विल पोस्ट मीन्स दे विल प्रोसेस फॉर द पेमेंट. सो हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू डू द इनवाइस वेरिफिकेशन? सो वी यूज टी कोड MIRO. आफ्टर दैट वी सेलेक्ट द इनवाइस नंबर, इंटर और इनवाइस, एंड वी जस्ट प्रेस इंटर. After that we put invoice number, vendor detail, PO reference. These are the options we select. Step 2, verify invoice detail. The system automatically fetch PO and GR detail. Check the quantity, price text and payment terms. After that just we simulate post invoice, like a click simulate to check accounting entries, click post to finalize invoice verification, and system generate an accounting document. Okay, so these are the some last steps. And here we have some different T codes for different purpose in invoice verification section, like MIRO, MIR4, MIR7, MR8M and MRBR. Okay, but most of time we use this one only, this for the only display purpose, and this for the park of invoice, late posting. Okay, so this is the just information. And what was the three-way matching? Previously we have checked na. So this is the three-way matching in SAP MM. So invoice verification follow three-way matching process. Means we have purchase order as a reference, we have goods receipt as a reference, and we have invoice as a reference. Means invoice का मतलब कि ये तो vendor के side से आता है. Invoice detail match with PO and GR कि मतलब आपने कितनी quantity का PO बनाया था, and the same quantity have you done, means you have done GR or not. और आप जब GR कर रहे हो तो you compare goods receipt quantity with PO. Okay, and आप PO को भी चेक करते हो कि how many quantity you have agreed with vendor or how many quantity you have ordered to procure the vendor. So this is the just information about three-way matching, and these are some T codes, and these are the tables. These are the table related to invoice document header, invoice document item label, vendor line item, and PO history. Okay, these are very important tables. RESB table आप याद रखना. Just before I can say कि यहाँ पे आपको goods receipt करते समय sometime it will required. Okay, goods issue करते समय ज़रूरत पड़ेगा, material के सेंस में ज़रूरत पड़ेगा. So बहुत से ऐसे tables हैं PO की हिस्ट्री के लिए, परचेज हिस्ट्री के लिए, और भी all different details के लिए which you can remember. Okay, and this is the integration of, I mean, if you are doing this process or if you are performing invoice verification process, how your module is going to integrate with other module. So these are some examples. Okay. SAP FI, financial accounting, post vendor liabilities. So this is because once you will perform invoice verification part, means you will posting the invoice. So this will be go for the post vendor liability. Controlling part, assign invoice to cost center, and in from the MM side it will get update, means it will update PO history and inventory detail. Okay, and the last one is a conclusion. So invoice verification in SAP MM ensure that vendor payment are processed accurately while preventing ओवर पेमेंट एंड फ्रॉड। ओके, इनवाइस वेरिफिकेशन इसीलिए किया जाता है ताकि देखो क्या होता है, अगर सपोज कि इफ यू आर मीन्स 2-3 टाइम्स आप करोगे ना, सपोज यू हैव वन परचेज ऑर्डर एंड यू आर गोइंग टू पोस्ट इनवाइस और इनवाइस वेरिफिकेशन आप कर रहे हो, सो यहाँ पे क्या होगा, परचेज नंबर लोगे और यहाँ पे डिटेल फिल करोगे तो ऑटोमेटिक सिस्टम बोलेगा कि भाई आपके पास इसके लिए डॉक्यूमेंट एग्जिस्ट करता है, या आपने कुछ क्वांटिटी का यहाँ पे जब आइटम लेवल पे सारे अमाउंट डिटेल आ जाते हैं, लाइक आइटम क्या है, उसका अमाउंट डिटेल क्या है, कितनी क्वांटिटी आपने कर चुके हैं इनवाइस उसके लिए, वो सारा इन्फॉर्मेशन आ जाता है। तो इससे क्या होता है, आपको फ्रॉड से बचते हैं, मीन्स आप ओवर पेमेंट नहीं करते हैं, ये रिपीटेटिव एक्टिविटी से आप बचते हैं। It integrate with FI and CO and MM to maintain accurate financial record. Using MIRO, user can effectively verify, match and process invoice, ensuring compliance with company policy. So that is the reason invoice verification is also important. And this is the fifth step I can say. In every process we do invoice verification because invoice अभी आप इफ यू आर डूइंग स्टॉक टू स्टॉक ट्रांसफर, इन दिस केस यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू डू इनवाइस वेरिफिकेशन। ओके, यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड बिकॉज ये आपके पास केवल पीओ का रेफरेंस है। इफ यू आर ट्रांसफरिंग फ्रॉम मीन्स मटेरियल फ्रॉम वन प्लांट टू अनदर प्लांट, so that plant is not going to give you any of the invoice. You have only PR, PO and goods receipt. That's simple. And जो भी इसका गुड का कॉस्ट होगा वो आपके स्टॉक में मटेरियल के साथ क्या होगा, ट्रांसफर हो जाएगा। ओके, इससे ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं होगा।
सर इनवॉइस जनरेट होगी स्टॉक ट्रांसफर?
क्या क्या फिर से बोलिए।
इनवॉइस ही जनरेट होगी सर?
नहीं, अब यहाँ क्या देखो, आप गुड्स रिसीव्ड कर दिए, आप इनवाइस आपके पास पीओ है ना, आप एक जस्ट देखो मैं ये क्या बताना चाह रहा हूँ, यहाँ थोड़ा सा कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी आपको लग रहा होगा समझने में। मेरे पास 5 क्वांटिटी है, आई एम फ्रॉम द नोएडा प्लांट एंड यू आर फ्रॉम द गाजियाबाद प्लांट। आपको 5 क्वांटिटी का रिक्वायरमेंट हुआ, आपने पीआर बनाया, आपने आरएफक्यू नहीं किया, डायरेक्ट मेरे से आपने मांगा, मैंने आपको क्या किया, ट्रांसफ़र किया। आप जब गुड्स रिसीव्ड करोगे मेरे इस परचेज ऑर्डर के अगेंस्ट में, उतनी क्वांटिटी आपके स्टॉक में क्या होगी, ट्रांसफर हो जाएगी। इन दिस केस आई एम नॉट गोइंग
सर बिना
बोलिए बोलिए।
सर बिना इनवॉइस के तो हम उसको सर रोड पे निकाल नहीं सकते।
अरे
गुड्स को
कैसे नहीं निकाल सकते,
ट्रांसपोर्टर सर वो सर ईवी बिल कैसे जनरेट होगा?
हाँ हाँ,
बिना इनवॉइस के तो सर माल जाएगा नहीं ना, इधर से उधर कैसे होगा?
ठीक है, आप वो जो देखिए, वो जो आप चीज़ें को जिस प्रोसेस को आप एक्सप्लेन कर रहे हैं ना, वो दैट इज़ द डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स। ये बहुत ज़्यादा, हाँ मैं कह सकता हूँ कि विदाउट इनवाइस ईवे बिल नहीं क्रिएट होगा, बट इन योर केसेस क्या हो रहा है, अब देख रहे हो ना कि मेरे आप क्या कर रहे हो, यू आर ट्रांसफरिंग सम गुड्स फ्रॉम वन प्रेमिसेस टू अनदर प्रेमिसेस। आप ही का क्वांटिटी है और सेम क्वांटिटी।
तो सर अब हम गुड्स को रोड पे निकालते हैं ट्रांसपोर्टर, तो सर चेकिंग करने वाले तो इनवॉइस और ईवी बिल तो चेक करते ही है, तो हम एक प्लांट से दूसरे प्लांट में जो गुड्स को ले जा रहे हैं तो चेकिंग तो होगी, तो सर इनवॉइस तो जनरेट होनी चाहिए।
डेफिनेटली। ओके, लेट मी चेक दिस इज द कंफ्यूजन आई कैन से, because this is the really confusion part for me. I think this is a good I can say observation, but let me check from my side it.
नहीं सर, मेरे ऑफिस में ऐसा होता है, जब मुंबई प्लांट से हमारे यहाँ पे आता है दिल्ली प्लांट में, तो इनवॉइस जनरेट की जाती है।
यस करेक्ट, बट अभी मैं होता क्या है, मतलब सॉरी फॉर दैट अनुज, मैं क्यों ऐसा बोल रहा हूँ, समटाइम क्या होता है ना कि जस्ट नियर बाई प्लान टू प्लान जब ट्रांसफ़र करते हैं ना, तो हम अपना खुद की व्हीकल्स लेके जाते हैं, तो उस केसेस में मैंने देखा है मोस्ट, बट एट सम पॉइंट यू आर एब्सोल्युटली राइट, बट मैंने देखा है कि दिस
एक इसके
बोलिए ये
दिल्ली में जब हो,
हाँ ये बोलिए
सर जैसे दिल्ली में होता है, दिल्ली में जैसे स्टॉक ट्रांसफर करना है दिल्ली में, तो सर उसके लिए ईवी बिल की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती, इनवॉइस की भी जरूरत नहीं पड़ती अगर 50,000 से नीचे की गुड्स
अमाउंट, यस गुड्स अमाउंट
जी अमाउंट है, तो इस ऐसे
इस
इसमें से
प्रोसेस,
इनवॉइस की या
हाँ,
ईवी बिल की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती, लेकिन हम एक प्लांट से दूसरे प्लांट, जैसे आप बता रहे हो कि नोएडा से
मुंबई
दिल्ली
टू
या
दिल्ली आएगा तो
गाजियाबाद।
होगा, ठीक है.
जी।
This is the good observation, Anush. So let me
इस केस
check it from my side also, and then come back to you. Okay. So the last step will be our invoice. Okay, invoice receipt. Invoice receipt होगा. Okay. So this is the invoice receipt, and this part will be done by the finance guys. और I can say कि just मैं अगर थोड़ा सा इसको adjust करूँ, so let me do that. Okay. Just I'm talking, cutting from text, paste. Okay, I'm cutting it from here to there. I'm cutting X from here to there. Okay. Okay, so these are the steps we follow, and this is the invoice verification part. और यहाँ पे आपको देखो, that will be done by the finance consultant, FI and CO. Remaining all these steps will be done by the MM. ये that will be done by the MM, I can say. इसको मैं remove कर देता हूँ, and I will go for the MM. So easily you can understand कि आपका integration क्या होगा. MM module will take care, और यहाँ फाइनेंस मॉड्यूल विल टेक केयर. ओके, सो दैट इज़ द रीज़न कि जब ये स्टेप्स में आ रहे हो तो आप फाइनेंस के साथ इंटीग्रेट हो रहे हो. आप इस स्टेप में पूरे एमएम का ही बिजनेस है, चाहे कोई भी एक्टिविटी करो आपको ये स्टेप्स फॉलो करना पड़ेगा. दैट इज़ द रीज़न आई हैव एक्सप्लेन ऑल दोज इंफॉर्मेशन. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस आई विल शेयर टू यू सम मूवमेंट टाइप रिलेटेड थिंग्स लाइक goods movement. Okay, so movement type, we have different kind of movement type. I will share this document. Okay, so आपको ये याद रखना है, suppose what are the different kind of categories for movement type, just like if we are doing goods receipt, we are doing goods invoice, sorry, goods issue, stock transfer posting, and physical inventory. So in these cases we have different kind of goods movement type. Okay, so here you can see if we are doing goods receipt, so these are the goods movement type for different purpose. Okay, this is the reversible. Okay, for 101. After that, like here example have been maintained, like a company receive raw material from a supplier and post a goods a GR, goods received, using a movement type 101. So that is the one kind of example. And if you are cancelling that goods receipt, you have to use movement type 102. Sometimes system will help you, and sometimes those information will come directly there. Okay, this is for a goods issue for the process of removing stock from inventory. Like in case suppose if you are issuing goods at the cost center, that will be 201, and the reversible will be 202. Goods issue for project, sales order, asset, in the same way production order, that are the different goods movement type. ये आपको जैसे टी कोड्स यू आर रिमेंबरिंग ना, ट्राइंग टू रिमेंबर, वो उसी सेम वे में यू हैव टू रिमेंबर द movement type. But when you will perform this transaction, definitely it will be easy for you to understand or remember. Company issue raw material from warehouse to production using movement type 261, that is the one example. In the same way, stock transferring posting movement type, like stock transfer from plant to plant, stock transfer storage location to storage location, stock transferring posting, quality inspection to unrestricted stock. Because once you will, suppose you have received some goods, but you want to do some quality inspection for particular goods, so you have to use this movement type, and then you can move, this is the movement type for move the material from quality inspection to unrestricted, so that immediately you can use that material. Because before the quality inspection you can't use, because that material will be in block condition. Okay, Transfer posting from the block stock to unrestricted stock 343. In the same way, stock move from plant A to plant B using movement type 301. After that, some physical inventory we do, like a positive adjustment, negative adjustment. But this is the, I can say, this is the totally related to inventory management. Once you will do inventory management, you will use here. Warehouse stock is just due to loss and damage using movement type Z702. After that, we have some special movement type. Suppose if you are performing subcontracting activity, so the movement type will be 501. Okay, initial stock upload 561 means, let's suppose if I want to, मेरे को ना कुछ गुड्स मूवमेंट करना है, लाइक MIRO, दैट टी कोड नॉट कमिंग, ओ माय गॉड, ये बहुत सर्वर स्लो है. MICO, प्रेस इंटर, एंड लेट्स सपोज कि आई एम डूइंग सम गुड मूवमेंट. Okay, I am doing goods movement. So goods issue, under the goods issue I will take some different, like goods receipt, I will take other. Okay, and अब यहाँ पे देख सकते हो, you can see here automatic system have given you movement type 501. And suppose if I am giving this engine, so ये मैंने मटेरियल ले लिया. अरे यार आजा भाई, प्रेस एंटर. I will come for the quantity. Let's suppose I am moving one quantity, where I am moving for 1710 plant, and 171A is my storage location. Then I will just press enter. Information will come here. Here you can see this is the OK for quantity 1. All those information we have. Just I will check. System will, if system will not give me any of the error, I can definitely enter. But system is asking me valuation type, so I am coming here, and the valuation type I am just taking C1. Okay, and just I am checking it and posting it. And here you can see material document 77034 is created or posted. Okay, and this is the material document. If you want to check it, you can go here. MB51 is the T code, and just press enter. And you can check all the material document list which you have posted for particular material. Or let's suppose if I am using this material engine. Okay, this is my engine. I will take my plant 1710. This is quite slow. Movement type 171A, and just I will execute. All those information will come. जब कभी भी मैंने इसका गुड्स मूवमेंट किया होगा, पोस्टिंग किया होगा, आप ये देख लो कब कब किया है मैंने. 26/3 को किया एक, और एक ये माइनस भी हो गया. इसका जब मैंने ये किया 101 से किया था. ये जो गुड्स इशू मैंने किया वो 261 है. ये 501 से मैंने इनिशियल लेवल पे स्टॉक मेंटेन किया 10 क्वांटिटी. एंड आफ्टर दैट 1 क्वांटिटी मैंने फिर से 101 मूवमेंट टाइप से इसको क्या किया, यूज़ किया, मीन्स स्टॉक को ट्रांसफ़र किया. एंड 261 एंड 501 एंड टुडे ऑन मैंने आज किया. और आप स्टॉक चेक करोगे, लाइक हाउ वी कैन चेक. MMB इज़ द टी कोड, जस्ट प्रेस इंटर. ये बढ़िया सर्वर है, दैट इज़ द रीज़न कि हम इसको अच्छे से चेक कर सकते हैं. और आप देखोगे कि यहाँ पे 10 क्वांटिटीज फॉर डिफरेंट वैल्यूएशन टाइप यू कैन गेट. देखो दिस इज़ द वैल्यूएशन टाइप C1, C2, C3. C1 is the new one, C2 is the damaged one, and this is the repaired one. C1 new, repaired and damaged. So 8 quantity we have as a damage, and one quantity as a stock level. So someone have used one quantity but not posted, that is the reason it is showing here. And here we have lot of different information: quality inspection, reserves, receipt, confirmation receipt, on order stock, consignment order, स्टॉक ट्रांसफ़र पोस्टिंग. वो सारा इन्फॉर्मेशन आपको यहाँ पे मिलता है. क्या क्या कर रहे हो उसके अकॉर्डिंग सारा इन्फॉर्मेशन यू विल गेट. सो थोड़ा सा एक्सप्लोर करेंगे सिस्टम को, देन यू कैन गेट अंडरस्टैंड. Okay, so after that these are the some different information. 561 से भी हम मोमेंट का यूज करके इनिशियल लेवल पे स्टॉक पोस्ट कर सकते हैं. लाइक इफ आई एम जस्ट ट्राइंग टू डू इट. ओके, MIGO. ओके, आई एम जस्ट टेकिंग वन मटेरियल. Not like this way, just I will type and select the correct one. ठीक है, I will come for the quantity. Let's suppose one quantity. Where? So here I can change the moment type. 561 plant I can take 1710 171A, and just I will come for the material, and system will ask me, just I will press enter, system will ask me valuation. So I will come here in material and I will put valuation type C3. मैं C3 में एक स्टॉक और ऐड कर रहा हूँ, and just I will go for check and post, and देखोगे कि आपका एक और डॉक्यूमेंट नंबर क्रिएट हो गया. एंड डॉक्यूमेंट नंबर यू कैन गेट फ्रॉम देयर. कहाँ से? MP51 से देख सकते हो. अभी देखो, जस्ट इफ आई विल जस्ट गो बैक एंड यहाँ पे फिर से एग्जीक्यूट करूँगा, तो आज के डेट में दो आपको डॉक्यूमेंट टाइप मिलेंगे, डॉक्यूमेंट की एंट्री मिलेगी, एक 35 एक 34, और दोनों देखो कि अलग अलग मूवमेंट टाइप से मैंने यहाँ पोस्ट किए हैं. उसके अलावा बहुत सारे इंफॉर्मेशन हैं, टी कोड्स हैं जो आप देख सकते हैं. जैसे MM60 है, आपका वैल्यूएटेड स्टॉक दिखाएगा आपको, वैल्यूएटेड मटेरियल ओनली, एंड हियर यू कैन गेट ऑल दोज इन्फॉर्मेशन. क्या उसकी प्राइस है आप यहाँ देख सकते हो. C1 के लिए मैंने क्या प्राइस मेंटेन किया है, C2 के लिए क्या प्राइस मेंटेन किया, और C3 के लिए क्या. सो दिस इज द वैल्यूएशन डिटेल रिलेटेड इन्फॉर्मेशन. दिस इज द वैल्यूएशन कैटेगरी, दिस इज द प्राइसिंग कंट्रोल पार्ट. ओके, एंड दिस इज द वैल्यूएशन टाइप. सो सिस्टम में आपको चीज़ें मेंटेन करना पड़ेगा, and then you can do that. So this is the all about the moment type. I will share these notes also, just try to remember. अब ऐसा नहीं कि मैंने यहाँ जितने पोस्ट आपको डिटेल दिए हैं वो सारी यूज होते हैं. इट इज़ ओनली डिपेंड्स ऑन योर एक्टिविटी, हाउ यू डू. ओके, टी कोड स्टेबल आपको ऑलमोस्ट धीरे धीरे जब आप प्रैक्टिस में आएंगे तो अब चीज़ें हो जाएंगी क्लियर. टुमारो ऑनवर्ड्स आई विल एक्सप्लेन एवरीथिंग फ्रॉम हेयर. ओके, मटेरियल रिक्वायरमेंट प्लानिंग से लेके आपको सारी चीज़ें कल फिर से मैं प्रैक्टिकली एक्सप्लेन करूँगा, एंड देन वी विल मूव फॉरवर्ड फॉर नेक्स्ट. सो आई एम गोइंग टू स्टॉप द रिकॉर्डिंग.